93 April, they shot Chris that Sunday. Everybody knew, and everybody thought, civil war. In actual fact, guns were being made ready. You will remember, the only thing that stopped that war was the action of Nelson Mandela getting into his Cressida, going to the SABC without authority of the clan and demanding to go on air. And that day, he said that we will not go to war. We will not go and make war in this country. We will go to the ballot box. Because if we do today what so many want to do, then we will prove everybody that are the detractors of us right. That was his talk. We didn't go to war. Massive funeral. But then the highlight, who did it? Clive Derby-Lewis and Janus Valus. Clive, a member of the then Conservative Party, Janus Valus, an activist and a person that they are the trigger pullers, apparently. What's very weird is that it was an older white lady who was the neighbor to Chris Hani who identified the two white men that killed him. Strange, it wasn't anybody else. I do remember Tokyo Sokware being one of the first people at the site. Move forward, they go to jail. Clive Derby-Lewis gets out. But the fight was, we know who pulled the trigger. Who told them to pull the trigger? They were the trigger men. They were not the conspirators. Now, Chris, in the intelligence services, in politics, in global, there's always a secret that's spoken about, but it's never delivered. Who told the trigger man to shoot JF Kennedy? Who? Who told that man to shoot Abraham Lincoln? Who are the people that told those people to shoot Chris Hani? That's our country's political secret. There are a few, in my opinion. I'm not one of them. And even if I was one of them, this is not for me to say to the world. But I'm not. But there are people who say they absolutely know. The rumor is it was an inside job. It was a matter of even, allegedly, ANC members that were part of that plot. You can see it in everyone. And funny, Jacob Zuma, isn't that the one that he uses every time that he says he's going to push his nuclear button? You will notice Jacob Zuma will always say, but I'll say. I think if he does, if he ever does, and if it was so, I think in the problem, there are probably still people alive today, and possibly, Chris, people that are in power today that bear that secret. So it's not like Mandela, Sisulu, Mbeki, Govan, they are dead and they took it to the grave. Nay. If it's true, they walk amongst us. Clive Derby-Lewis died, cancer, and Janus Valus, 2 years of parole, suddenly deported. Now, Chris, interesting. The Hani family, at every parole hearing, said that they want the truth, which means they don't believe these are the people. They wanted to know. That was their absolute appeal every time to stop them from getting parole, because they say they want to know the truth. Weird thing, yesterday, just before he gets deported to Poland, the daughter of Chris Hani makes an appeal to have a meeting with him before he leaves the country. They had 2 years to do it. He was on parole for 2 years. Why now? So I don't think, Chris, that man leaving this country to Poland has cursed the everlasting question of what is the real story behind the story.